Hello. How's everyone doing? Having a good time? How many people have been to summer camp? It's quite a few, quite a few. Minnesota is a veritable summer camp mecca, right? So many. I've had the personal privilege of playing at Camp du Nord, just outside of Ely. I got some fans. Yeah, a couple of times, and while I'm there, I profoundly relish the connectivity I find with my surroundings. I think there's two types of people, those that grew up going to summer camp and those that did not. So I'm sorry if you're one of the left out people. Summer camp people, they're kind of like theater nerds or science geeks. Everyone up there is a little bit socially awkward, so you connect through, things that you're really good at, like paddling around in canoes and shooting BB guns and making candles and perfecting this game called Capture the Flag. My personal favorite. I grew up in Portland, Oregon, and the summer camp I went to was a place called Camp Howard. And for 8 or 9 years, for a week or two every summer, I'd meet new people, sing songs, play games, and come to feel more at home out in the wilderness than I did in my childhood home in northeast Portland. It was at summer camp, steeped in nature, where I recall first experiencing that powerful sense of harmony that occurs when people and place align. I remember feeling like I had not only found a community, but had become part of one. Community is important to me. It is safety, an exchange of ideas, a source of inspiration. Community comes together because willing individuals, but it is greater than any one person. I've come to appreciate that we learn how to be in this world because of the communities we cultivate and keep. Tonight, I feel incredibly lucky and fortunate to be here with all of you. Tonight, we're not going it alone. We are building community. Let's give our thanks to the visionaries and hardworking champions of change at Climate Generation. Thank you, everybody. Climate change feels like a runaway train that no one person can stop alone. Even with the power of community, this runaway train will plow through so much before we can ever grab on. But if together we can slow this train down just a little, maybe we can jump on the back and run across the top like international super spies and get to the front and break into the engine where we clonk the evil mastermind over the head with a cudgel and pull the brakes. I don't have a cudgel, so I hope someone else does. But even if we're smart, committed, and lucky, and apparently greatly skilled super spies, this train heist scene is an action sequence that we will hopefully have the opportunity to play out at all. And it will happen painstakingly over several decades and not in a choreographed, supercharged span of Hollywood minutes. Our pursuit cannot wait for backup. When it comes to climate change, we cannot wait for government to act or legislation to force our hands and habits. We can't wait for our neighbors to start making changes to make them ourselves. We need to start making tiny moves today and work our way up to the big moves ahead. I imagine a future. Yeah. One clap makes more claps, tiny moves, big moves. Well, I imagine a future where people accept their physical surroundings and the life that proliferates therein as a part of their community. Humans are animals. Animals are nature. Humans are nature. We are not separate from this planet, but a part of the community of this earth. The industrial narrative that humans exist to harvest the resources of this planet without consequence is a fatal violation of community. Yeah. Humans and nature are not separate. Thinking back to my summer camp days, I was the forest when I was hiking through it. I was the water when I was held by the river, and I zoomed amidst the emergent stars while lying on my back in a damp field as twilight receded into the deep and ever-expanding. I imagine a future where people are more considerate with one another and the world that is them. A future where people realize that if we are treating nature poorly, then we are treating people poorly. Now, it's not always easy, but I've learned over time some of the practices which help me feel more balanced. I love the pace of the city, but not always. For example, New York City, everyone's like, I love New York City, so great, so much happening, but my favorite place there is Central Park. And you go there and you're like, I'm not alone, there's like 1 million people in this park at the same time. I feel a sense of anxiety when my time and surroundings don't honor the needs I have to retreat to a slower pace and a place of simplicity. At summer camp, we'd play songs around the campfire deep into the night. Today, music remains for me a way to transport myself back to these subtle yet powerful moments. Music helps me create connections with others and cultivate my community. As a musician, one of the things I cherish most is when my music gets to be part of the context of why people are coming together, filling a room. Music inspires people to dream and invites new possibilities. Music can help create community. We are the world we hear singing around us. I want everyone to know that you are not alone in your grief about climate change or your desire to do something about it. Take a moment. Look around. Recognize that we are a community that envisions a better future for our world. We cannot make change happen alone, and we cannot make community happen alone. So we band together. Thank you. Oh, hey, Lucy.
Hi, Chris. Hi, everybody.
Lucy Michelle.
Chris Koza.
We're going to do a song of mine here. This is called Shoulder to Shoulder Around the Fire. Well, I haven't been sleeping all that well. My mind is a constant carousel where the horses run wild until the boneyard slips. Each one has a rider, and I think I know them.
This face is familiar, with eyes so deep, like craters or narrows or instinct. I tell them my trouble, all of my cold conflicts. There are no answers sometimes, there is no fix. So we stand shoulder to shoulder, we stand side by side. We stand shoulder to shoulder around the fire. We stand shoulder to shoulder, we stand side by side. There is no burden to shoulder alone this time.
Well, my mind keeps on racing, it's a speeding car through wastelands and gardens wide and far. And the cities all crumble, brick by brick, while I'm stuck on the top floor watching it give. We stand shoulder to shoulder, we stand side by side. We stand shoulder to shoulder around the fire. We stand shoulder to shoulder, we stand side by side. There is no burden to shoulder alone this time. We stand shoulder to shoulder, we stand side by side.
We stand shoulder to shoulder around the fire. We stand shoulder to shoulder. We stand side by side. There is no burden to shoulder alone this time. We stand shoulder to shoulder around the fire.
Thank you. Hey, Lucy, can we do one of your songs?
Yeah, we can. Could this heart race to the end of a line? Could you love me? Could you love me? Well, you do all the time. Soft wind, take me home to the place that I know. Just a little further down the road now, sure my heart will go. Oh. Could this world spin, could this world spin any faster than it does? Could you love me, could you love me? Well, you do all the time. Soft wind, take me home to the place that I know. Just a little further down the road now, sure my heart will go. Took it hard, felt it all the way to my toes. Ask something of me, oh please ask something of me. I don't know how to know it. I don't know how to know it. I don't know. Could this heart race? Could this heart race? Could this heart race?
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. Thank you.